Let me show you guys how to make very clean, pure palm oil, red oil. There is no mist, unadulterated. So we're going to cook it from this process or from this stage to this very clean, neat stage that we have here. So you have to go to the farm first, get the palm fronds, come back, extract the nuts, and then we'll continue. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop a beautiful comment. So the first step or the first stage is to identify ripe palm nuts, and then you're going to call someone to help you cut them down. You see these ants, they are very dangerous. We call them erurunta in Igbo language. So when you come back, you're just going to do exactly this with the help of a cutlass. You're just going to go ahead to detach them from the shell, after which to go ahead to pick them one at a time. So my mother-in-law was actually the one doing this in the video. A big shout out to her. She is an amazing woman. Now on that first stage, you can go ahead to just pick out the nuts one at a time, or after cutting it out, you can just sprinkle water and then leave it for like 2 days or 3 days before we can pick them out. So for the ones that are already soft, that we call them inye aka, you can just do them exactly the same way my mother-in-law is doing that in the video. Pick out the nuts from the tongues, and then we go ahead to cook this. Okay, then when you also go, there are some that are already combined with the bad ones. You just take your time and pick them out one at a time. This particular one is the kernel, and we call it akio here. It is actually very delicious that you can pair with your abacha. You can also pair with gari, just in case you want to drink gari. Now you can also go ahead to also pick out the other palm fronds that are good from the bad ones. Now this one is called a different species. It is said to pursue out demons. It is said to pursue out different things. I'm trying to remember the name, that Unkwo Joko. That is what we call it in the Igbo language. It is a different species from the regular palm nuts. Now so just go ahead, transfer this into a pot, add some water, and then cook this for a very long time. You can cook overnight, just in case you want for it to get so tender and so soft. And you can see my little boy assisting in the video. Well done, Goody. So he assisted, and he even said,
we have put, yeah. Hey, I'm
so
seeing that's what mom see.
Beautiful experience.
Oh, I don't wanna go zero. Thank you, my son.
So we're going to cook the nuts
Thank
until they
you.
become so soft,
Hey.
so tender, so that when you pound, you'll be able to extract all the oil. Just in case you don't have a cover for your pot, you can just use a random rag just to cover this. You can see how it looks like, right? So this is actually very tender, very soft, and the oil will be able to be extracted pretty well. So just go ahead and then transfer this to your mortar and then pound. After pounding, we'll go ahead. I'm going to show you guys different stages or different ways or different steps that you can go ahead to extract your oil. So if you have watched to this extent, guys, and you are yet to subscribe, please do me a favor, guys. Help me get to my 1K subscribers. Please help me subscribe, like, share, and drop a comment. You can also go ahead to ask any question, just in case you have one, and trust me to always answer. Now I am actually the one pounding here. It is actually a very long one, but at the end it worth every effort, or it worth every input that you add to it. So just going to pound severally until everything becomes mashed, as if you want to make ofako, or as if you want to make ofako. So this is going to take actually a long time, but it worth the process. So just stay cute, stay safe, and then watch to the end. Ask your questions, guys, where you have Ask your questions where you are not clear of the process, and trust me to always drop a response for you. So the more you pound, some are going to fall out from the mortar, so just have someone around to help you pick them and introduce them back to the mortar. So we're going to pound, take your time over and over and over again. The more you pound, the more they get mashed, the more they get pieces, and the oil will surely before
Hey,
you
Chidima wawa
extract them. At this
subulege
point, I was
madasu.
exhausted. I would not even lie. So I will just
Imagasu.
continue. The more you pound, the
Chidima
more they
waga
add more for you. That's my
subumo.
mother-in-law trying to add more.
Amamasu.
So I just
Ebelebe.
continued pounding
Yeah,
until
come
we
on.
reached the stage
Ebelebe.
where we
Yeah,
had
come
to
on.
stop. Until we reached the
Ebelebe.
stage
Yeah.
where we had to stop. So at this time you can see, or at this point you can see, it is actually changing. They're actually getting mashed. You can see the comparison from when we started to now. There's actually a huge difference that you can see for yourself. So at this point she was still adding and I was still there to pound over and over again. So at that point I told her, please, it's okay, let's just finish this one, then the next stage we can go ahead to pound another one. So at this point you can see what we have. Just have to go ahead and then start picking out the kernel one at a time. The kernel can be used for different purposes, either for making soap, for making this local cream we call udaki. We also use the kernel to make that too. So I'll just go ahead to use this smaller more piece to pound, and at this point I think I was okay. It was okay. I told them, I'm already exhausted and tired, so we just had to stop. Now this is what you have to do. Just go ahead to start extracting the kernels little at a time, like you can see me do in the video, one at a time. So you can just decide not to wash it, or you can decide to wash. The more you wash, the more you extract more oil from the kernel. Now we're going to transfer this into a bigger tray to sort out the kernels. Now there's also another machine you can just extract or transfer this straight to extract the oil, or you can just transfer this straight into the basin, wash and extract the oil. So just stay put and just watch what I am doing. So you can also let us know in the comment section how it is being done in your own tribe, or if you have a different way of doing this. There's also another way where you can just go ahead to extract the kernels, then transfer the fiber into a bag and then squeeze out the oil. So this is the first method. Maybe when I go to my mom's side, we have that machine over at my mom's side. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Maybe in my next video when we travel, I'll also show you how it is being done in that side using the machine. So you just go ahead to wash the fiber. The more you wash the fiber, the more the oil gets extracted, after which we'll find a way to also extract the oil from the top of the water. Boil this for a while so that all the moisture will get dried out, and then you get your pure, unadulterated, unmixed oil. So just watch what we have until we reach the stage where it will be changed. So we are getting closer to the moment where we have to extract the oil. So this is the oil. It's going to be boiled over and over again until the oil gets out so well. So at that point, my mother-in-law just said we should just continue washing. Let's just wash out everything before we can now start extracting the oil from the top of the water. Now you can see that for yourself, right? This is a more beautiful and a more cleaner canvas. You can see. So the more you just try to use your hands to just wiggle in the water, the oil goes to one side. We also have like a local machine that we also use to do this wiggling, just in case you don't want to use your finger for that. So you can see my mother-in-law trying to get the oil out. So I think at a point she tried using a plate, so that makes it faster and makes it easier to just collect all the oil that has been floating on top of the water. So this is one method of doing this. I think the other easier method where you just transfer everything into the machine is easier, but I couldn't go to my mom's side. Maybe my next visit I will try to go, and I also document the process to also show you guys that. So this is what we're going to do little at a time until we extract all the oil from the top of the water. This is going to boil for a while so that all the water gets evaporated, and then we'll go ahead to extract the real oil from the water. So So at the end of the day, this is what we'll have. And now I have set the fire. I'll just go ahead to transfer this to the heat source, and then it's going to boil for a very long time so that all the moisture or all the water we have in there will get evaporated, and then we'll end up having just dead sediments and then the pure oil on top that we'll go ahead to extract. So you can see the boiling process for yourself. So you just come around to just stir so it doesn't get burnt or it doesn't spill out, because if you leave it to boil for a while, it could just overboil and then start to spill and make a mess. So at the end of the day, this is what you have. You can see the clean oil. So just try to set aside the dirt up. The up is dirt, please. It's as a result of the boiling, the foam that came out as a result of the boiling process. And then we have this clean canvas of the oil that's very neat, unadulterated. It is no mist, no all this rubbish now we see that is mist up and down. So just go ahead now to extract the fresh oil, and this is what we have. So the more you do larger quantity, the more you get more oil. So see you all in my next one. Thank you so much for staying cute. Thank you so much for being here. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and drop a beautiful comment.